Hello everyone, my name is Commissar Hecht and welcome to another 40k battle report in the Nachmund Gauntlet. Although we're not using Nachmund Gauntlet rules, we're using Pariah Nexus. We're using Pariah Nexus mission cards. So the primary mission is Purge the Foe. Each player scores 4 victory points if one or more enemy units is destroyed. At the end of the battle round, each player scores 4 victory points if more enemy units than friendly units are destroyed at the end of this battle round. And then, for the end of the command phase, a player who scores 4 victory points if they control one or more objectives. Additionally, if they control one or more objective markers than their opponent. So it's kill more, and then control more. So that is how that goes. The deployment is tipping point, and then of course we have smoke and mirrors. There's smoke and mirrors is just if you push one of your units into strategic reserve, which my opponent has already did. It is Imperial Guard Astra Militarum Combined Arms Regiment. You've seen this army get its teeth kicked in plenty of times. We're hopefully with the mission cards and whatnot, I'll actually get a decent, especially with kill and kill more. I think I actually have a decent chance of scoring at least some good primary objectives. So Combined Arms Regiment, Death Corps of Krieg, with some Cadian intermixed in. All the line infantry is Death Corps of Krieg. So Death Corps of Krieg, 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 Death Corps of Krieg. Tempestus Scions with a command squad. Cadian Heavy Weapons with Cadian Command Squad. Death Corps of Krieg Command Squad. An Artillery Siege Gun, a Basilisk, Lehman Russ Demolisher, Lehman Russ Battle Tank, Lehman Russ Demolisher, even though it is a Lehman Russ Battle Tank. It does have the Demolisher with plasma sponsons. I gotta build the damn thing. I haven't had a chance to. I've been trying to upgrade everything so that they all match. And then Tank Commander with Vanquisher Cannon, Plasma Cannons, and Loss Cannon. And then, of course, 2 Stormtrooper units in Strategic Reserves for deep striking. And additionally, every unit that can take a special weapon has either Plasma Gun, Grenade Launcher, Power Sword, Plasma Pistol, or has has 2 plasma guns, 2 grenade launchers, Power Sword, Plasma Pistol. And then all the tanks have Hunter Killer Missiles, all the tanks have heavy stubbers on them as well. Again, been trying to upgrade this army, but that is my army. Oh, by the way, the Warlord is the Tempestus Scion. He has Grand Strategist, so it gives him a second order command. And yeah, so that's it for right now for the Guard. I am going first, but over here it's Reaper's Wager again, isn't it?
Yep.
So we have a Raider
with court in it,
with the
and the good weapons from the Cowboys.
Yep, with the court, and then we have a Incubi.
Yep, Incubi and the white one with another Archon.
We have Urian with his lovely pain engines. We have a squad of Harlequins, a Solitaire, Harlequin bikes, Witches, 2 Mandrakes, and a Lilith. So yeah, fun times to be had.
Scourges and another.
Oh yes,
Harlequin Reserve.
Scourges and Harlequin. Sorry, I forgot about them. Dark Lances, Haywire Grenades, and then just regular Harlequins, right? They don't have anything special to them?
I mean, they've got 2 fusion pistols and 2 blast pistols each.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
it's not long-range guns.
No, not long-range, and then he's got the upgrade for them to be able to deep strike.
That's right.
The Shadow Seer.
All right, cool. So, we will begin with movement we will do the movement phase, and I already get 1 command point. He already gets 1 command point, and we'll be back after movement. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of shooting for my turn. It'll be his turn. It'll be where the action is for him at most. So we'll be back right after this. All right, so the end of Imperial Guard turn 1. I'm trying to be as aggressive as possible with Guardsmen, which I know is, insert laugh track here. But these guys moved 6. He just shifted so he can stare menacingly into, because he can't get into the building here, and he can't get into the building over there to like threaten any of the other stuff. So he's just staring menacingly down that way. The Demolisher, I decided to leave the Stormtroopers and the Demolisher in cover because there is a chance that he's going to pop out, and if I had given him the opportunity to kill more, I want him to. I don't want him getting primary objectives. Now I did run with these guys, or not run, but move with these guys. So they're on the objective. So right now I'm holding, so far, 2 objectives. He will probably hold 2 objectives, or maybe even 3. But that will give me a chance to beat him off. Now I am not. What I'm decided not to do and decided against is get rid of these cards, because these cards give me overwhelming force, destroy an enemy unit on an objective marker, and then destroy an enemy unit just in the round. So I have up to 10 points on the board potentially next turn, and there are better cards. I know that there are better cards, but these ones serve my purpose better, I think. So that is what we'll do. It is now bottom of turn 1. We're going to see what the Reaper's Wager has to offer. I will say this, I did manage to strip 2 wounds. Down to 2 wounds on this Raider. I was hoping to make his Archon and his team walk, but you know what? That's a pretty good opening salvo from my IDF, and I'm happy about that. So, we'll be back after this.
Just for me to remember.
Bottom of turn 1, Drukhari, bottom of turn 1. Really the only thing that happened was a lucky Dark Lance, managed to hit and wound and do straight up 5 damage or 8 damage to my tank commander. I'm actually kind of miffed about that. That's not what I wanted, but
We both did 8 damage on our turn.
we did. It was tit for tat. Drukhari have 8 points so far. I have 0. Well, I will have what?
You'll have 4.
I'll have 4. So it's 8 to 4, but it was because they were able to recover assets and area denial.
Area denial in the middle, but that gives you shit to kill now.
Yes, it does. So it is the top of turn 2, guard movement, and then we will go into guard shooting after. Imperial Guard, top of turn 2. Just as a reminder, I have overwhelming force. So each time an enemy unit started on gets turned within range of an objective and is destroyed. And I have no prisoners. So I have up to 10 victory points that I can get. Movement is as follows. These guardsmen got the order move. These guardsmen got the order move. And they're basically staying put, waiting for me to pop that with whatever I can.
Waiting for the Gribblies.
Yeah, waiting for the Gribblies. These stormtroopers decided to stay put because realistically they have a target, so why move? And then I was forced to move the 6 inches up into the terrain because I'm going to have to engage them in close combat, realistically. And hopefully with 20 guardsmen, I can take on 6 clowns. Let's see what happens. Who wins, 20 guardsmen or 6 clowns? That's a meme, right, guys?
The clowns win.
The clowns win. Everything else kind of stayed put. I have enough backline denial so he can't deep strike. And that's about it. We're going to start with the...
I'm going to spend 1 CP.
On what?
To rapid ingress.
Rapid ingress what?
Let me see. Maybe. Depends on what 9 inches looks like. Lilith.
Oh, God.
So I'm down to 2.
Well, and I can't...
Oh well, if you
That's why it's done at the end of your movement.
Oh, it's done at the end of my movement.
You have to move everything you do, and then I can do it.
Oh,
so I will know where you're at prior to them coming.
Gotcha. Oh well, that's annoying. Okay, well, crap. All right, well that's a problem, isn't it? Well, I know where my Stormtrooper Corps is going in. Alrighty, we'll be back after shooting. Okay, Imperial Guard turn 2 shooting actually went kind of okay. Excuse me while I clear my throat. So the Raider blew up. Did not actually blow up. The Cabalites got killed by a grenade, and then everything else kind of got dumped into the Archon. The Archon lost his Shatterfield. Or his shadow field, what we should call Shatterfield. And then the Medusa and the Lamia and the Slith are still alive. The beautifully painted, lovingly created siege gun has not done anything this game. The Basilisk has done some. Oh, by the way, they are battle shot. Or sorry, they're -1. They got to take a test, or they're -1. What's it called? Movement and charge, all that stuff. And then the witches got annihilated by the Lehman Russ, and then I wasn't able to move my guys to get into a position of shooting for the Harlequins, so we're just going to have to charge and deal with that. And if I'm lucky, I can get a pretty damn good roll and wrap around the Venom, forcing Lilith to
not come out next turn.
And then she could try and evacuate, but I got to wrap around it completely. So if she does evacuate, they have to take a desperate escape. But that means that they'd also have to there'd have to be space for them to deploy, and hopefully that's the goal. Okay. Or the other plan is I don't roll high and I just kill the Harlequins and then jump back into the cover, and then deal with Lilith and her witches as they come in. So that's Imperial Guard shooting. I have made my points. I have completed this point score. So I have 10 points so far. With my 10, it's 14. If I'm able to hold the objectives that I have, which I probably won't, this squad's probably dead for all intents and purposes, then I will I'll be able to score more. But so far, we don't know. So bottom of turn 2 is Drukhari's answer after the assault phase. All right, end of Imperial Guard turn, top of turn 2, did not go what it was bad. Oh, it was bad. Basically what happened was this was my thought process. Charge the Harlequins in close combat. Overwhelm them with 2 squads. The problem is that I couldn't hit worth hell.
-1 to hit on a 4.
Yeah, -1 to hit, and then on top of that, he interrupted me, so I've wiped out all of his command points, but now he can basically run roughshod over this area, which means I'm probably going to deep strike my stormtroopers turn 3 to shore up my defenses. Because so far, both of us have decided to cancel each other out. We were tired of the backline harass. We were like, you know what? This sucks. We're not playing Nachmund? Cool. So we've managed to cancel each other out, but now this means my stormtroopers are going to have to deep strike in mid-board and deal with it. I've basically set them up to where we might tie on kills.
Yeah, because you got 3 on that round, so...
Yeah.
And I could probably kill that and this. That might go 3 to 3.
3 to 3.
Depending on what else I can pull off.
But yeah, it's pretty gnarly. All right, well, we'll be back after Drukhari, Reaper's Wager, Harlequins turn, top of turn 3 movement and whatnot. We'll be right back.
So they're just gonna...
Come on. Alright, Drukhari movement is as follows. The Harlequins just fell back out of engagement range. This unit's dead, basically. The Scourges dropped. They're able to get line on the Lehman Russ, so I overwatched with the Lehman Russ against them. Burned a CP, only killed 1. I was really hoping to kill more than just 1, but you know.
Yeah, you need to kill more because you get rid of the Dark Lances.
Yeah.
That's the one non-Dark Lance guy.
So hopefully they miss. I mean, I'm partial in cover, so...
Yeah.
And then that unit's toast. Like, there's no way that they're going to get out of there. And then that Venom moved up with the Incubi in here. So, yeah. Really, and then for the cards that he took Storm Hostile Objective and then Bring It Down. So my tank commander is not long for this world. Okay, so Harlequin, Reaper's Ranger, bottom of turn, Reaper's Wager, bottom of turn 2. The tank commander is dead, but he did Death Befitting of an Officer, so he got rid of the jet bikes. So now I'm up to 4 killed. This Lehman Russ does not have any wounds on it, thankfully, from all the Drukhari shooting. And then, basically, this unit right here, I don't know if I'll be able to survive. So, and then that unit got wiped out due to small arms fire. So, he's got his objectives done. Now it's just to see who gets the kill more, or if we tie. So we'll be right back after assault phase. Okay, so. Imperial Guard movement is as followed. Everyone unasked from the command bunker to move up. These guys finally moved up because realistically they didn't have targets and I need them to start pouring fire down on something. These guys came out from call reinforcements, so I'm at 0 CP this turn. These guys deep struck in. Those guys deep struck in. And then these guys just moved up. Orders are as follows. Take aim. First rank fire, second rank fire. Move. Couldn't give orders. Move. Couldn't give orders. And then these guys still have take aim for their heavy weapons because they're just sitting there looking pretty until I think the missile launcher can get maybe can poke at that Venom, but that's a long shot. That's basically a long shot.
We'll laser that.
But really, that's about it. Yeah. So shooting is as follows. Obviously, IDF. I'm going to decide where that's going to go. This is probably going to be where all my shooting is because that's what -1 hit.
Mm-hmm. Cornered
oh, it's all cornered out. Okay, all right. Well, I was hoping.
It's close.
I was hoping.
Close. If I'd have left it back a little further, you'd be good. But.
So yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of this turn. Now, I did secure my objectives, so I got 10 again.
Yeah, good.
So
we'll see how the kill more goes this.
Yeah, now we'll see how the kill more goes. What's the score so far?
Right.
It's like super close, isn't it?
Yeah, right now with you scoring and me not, it is 40. It's going to be 42 you, 36 me after those score.
After those score.
So it's 32 to 36. So it's a very close game.
It is a very close game.
You'll score up, and then it'll be my turn.
All right, we'll be back right after Imperial Guard shooting. Okay, so Imperial Guard shooting did not go what I wanted it to go. Basically, there's 1 Harlequin left and
2 wounds on
two wounds on the Talos left. I did erase the Archon and his team, and I did do some damage to the to the Mandrakes, but I didn't get in charge range, so I'm kind of screwed, really. So we're gonna see what happens after the end of turn, after the bottom of my assault phase. Okay, so assault phase. I only stripped 2 wounds off it, so he's got 4 left. I don't know. This is the bottom of bottom of turn 3. I don't know if we're gonna push to turn. Well, we're probably gonna push to turn 4, but I don't know what that's gonna look like. So we'll be right back after Drukhari move. All right, Drukhari movement is as follows. They just kind of circled around my main group of stormtroopers. Uriel is gonna come out and play over here. That tank is going to get charged. Those scourges have deep struck in, or not deep struck in, but the reserve scourges deep struck in. That tank is dead, and then these guys are most definitely dead over there. So this might be where I snatch the jaws of defeat from I might snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. We'll see what happens. All right, Drukhari, bottom of turn 3, and it kind of went as expected. The Incubi slaughtered both the command squad and the regular Tempestus squad. I didn't get any strikes back. Uriel Rakath is still very much alive, and then that command squad's just been erased. Or sorry, that stormtrooper squad's been erased. And then, really, there's nothing else for me to do. This is top of turn 4. What's the score?
46 to 53. It's still real close.
46 to 53. What do we got for time?
It's 3. We got like an hour.
Okay. Yeah. We'll play until the end of turn 4, but I think we'll call it at turn 4 because really, I don't know if I can pull this off. So I'm up 2 command points. I'm going to be back down to 0 because I need firepower, and I'm going to summon more guardsmen. But realistically, I don't know if I can win this game. It's 46 guard, 53 Drukhari, and yeah, I don't know. We will be back shortly after movement and whatnot. Okay, so the cards aren't really doing me any favor. It's Established Locus, which is going to be these poor guardsmen right here fighting Uriel. And then Recover Assets. So I have an asset right here. I have recovering assets right here. I have recovering assets right here. But really all my movement was just pushing up, trying to get line of sight and screen more fighting, per se, for the against the Drukhari. I really have no. I mean, I gotta hold on and fight and do more, but we'll see what happens. We'll be right back after Imperial Guard shooting. Okay, so Imperial Guard shooting did not go as what I wanted it. I mean, I did kill the Solitaire, which was nice, and I did kill the Talos, which is nice. But I didn't kill the Archon and his retinue. I did blow up a Venom, so I have 3 kills. But all of my shooting didn't do what it was supposed to. So, or sorry, the end turn of my shooting phase wasn't like it petered out. So I only have 3 kills. He can, if he does this right, kill this unit and this unit next turn. Kill my tank, and then if he does it right, he'll probably kill the stormtroopers too.
No, they're a little far for Lilith to get to.
So,
but we'll see.
No, because that moves 10.
She can't get out and charge after it moves.
Oh,
she has to get out now.
Oh, she has to get out now.
Which I mean, she can get out for 11, but it still makes it a long charge. Like she can get out to like right there.
Yeah.
Which,
still makes it a long charge. So, we're probably looking at a Drukhari victory instead of a tie this game.
it's still
it's still really close, but we unfortunately we're going to have to call it after bottom of turn 4 because what's it called? I got to go pick up my kids. So we'll be back right after this. All right, Drukhari and Harlequin movement is as follows. The Kronos has moved. Those guys have moved. Lilith has come out to play. Those Drukhari have advanced. I think.
Advanced,
yeah, they advanced. The Mandrakes have moved up. those guys have just moved up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And then they all advance, I want to say?
No, they have 14-inch movement.
Oh, okay, all right. And then...
They advanced. They only rolled
They
one,
advanced.
so they moved 9 inches.
Okay, they move 9 inches. So we'll be right back after Drukhari shooting. Like I said, I think this is going to be Drukhari game, or Drukhari Harlequins game. Okay, so the Lehman Russ still has 2 wounds left.
Yeah, Urian's going to charge.
This unit suffered from the shots from the venom. The stormtroopers are getting charged. This unit is down to 2 men, and then this is still an 8-man team. But realistically, I don't see much coming out of it. So we'll be back after the assault phase. Alright, so bottom of turn 4, we're going to call it. But if we had played out to turn 5, it would be 88 Drukhari Reaper's Rager versus 83 Imperial Guard. So a 5-point difference. Super, super close. The problem that I run into is it was the cards at the end that kind of screwed me. Because
Yeah, you had more secondary points than me this game. I just had more primary.
Because marked for death, I'd probably kill at least one of his with the IDF, and then extend battle lines. I wouldn't have been able to extend battle line. Oh, sorry.
You got points for both of those.
Yeah, I got points for both of those, but really, and then he pulled out. What was it? Containment and no prisoners. Yeah,
so I killed the little 2-man units, and I
Yeah.
just put guys 9 inches from the board edge.
Yeah, and so that's basically. It was so close. I was so close to winning. God damn it, 5-point difference. But you know, we managed to get to turn 4, which was nice, and you know, that's it. I'm still having trouble.
It's there. You have like, I don't think you ran out of steam that one. It was
No, I didn't. I think it's the.
because you were killing me. I was killing you. Because you, yeah.
I just don't know. Maybe I think maybe you just outmaneuvered me a little bit more.
I think so. I think yeah.
Terrain didn't do me any favors, I'll tell you that much. Terrain never does me any favors, but you know, it felt like more like no matter how far I moved up, I was still out of line of sight with a lot of your stuff. So, but that's going to be it for this battle report. If you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff, Twitter, Kick, the Discord, obviously. If you have any suggestions on how my guard can actually pull out a victory, that would be great. Because so far, it seems like every battle report, it has been a loss. I have had 1 draw. I have not had a win. So, and I don't know what else I can do for the army. Like modifying it, changing it at all. Because it, like I even pushed out my back line. The only things that stayed in place was the artillery, because duh. These guys to block deep strike. These guys to just respond to whatever. But even then, they were blocked. But like putting a heavy weapons team out in the middle of the field is just, I don't know. And then these guys were holding on to the objective just as like a secondary wave. But as you saw on the first turn, like I was pushing out everything.
It worked a lot better than you sitting back.
But by what, turn 3, everything that I pushed out was massacred.
Yeah, but it's supposed to die. I mean, you scored a bunch of points.
Yeah.
You had 33 out of 40 points on secondaries.
Yeah. Frustrating. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Make sure you comment. It was a slugfest, but it was more Drukhari sided at the end of it. I think really what linchpinned it was you blendering the whole Stormtrooper Corps that was right here, and then him surviving the Basilisk
The
shells.
2-ups. That's my only Archon that's ever rolled a 2-up.
And then Lilith was definitely a problem.
Yeah.
So, but she was a menace at the end. She was like your knockout punch.
Yeah, she was just a threat for the first 3 turns, and then turn 4, and then turn 5 she would have.
Yeah, but yeah, this one was a tough fight. But anyway, that's it, and we'll see you in the next episode. I gotta pack up and pick up my kids. Bye.